Good evening, I am Harsh Belani. Welcome to K News. So let's begin with today's news. The Maharashtra government has issued a new guideline for the corona. Now the new patient have to go to the COVID center. The home isolation facility has been discontinued. The government was receiving information that the corona was spreading in many places due to the patient in home isolation. This is why discussion has taken the second wave of the corona in the country is weakening. The translation of the confirmed 1,95,685 people on the Monday. The figure is the lowest in the last 42 days. Early on April 13, the 1,85,306 people have been found to be positive for the corona. The second wave of the corona in the country has been weakening. The translation was confirmed in the 1,95,685 people on Monday. The figure is the lowest on the last 42 days. Early on April 13, 1,85,306 people have been found to be positive for corona. However, the death of the total is cause of concern for the government and people. On Monday, 3,496 people in the country lost their life due to the corona. It is a matter of relief that 3,26,671 people defeated the corona during this period. Thus, the number of active cases, 1,34,572 patients undergoing treatment have been reduced. Restriction like lockdown in 19 states. The restriction like complete lockdown in 19 states of the country. These include Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Delhi, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Mizoram, Goa, Telangana, West Bengal, Puducherry. The same restriction will be imposed here and the previous lockdown was there. Hurricane Taute, after the country is now facing the threat of the cyclone, yes, it will be cast off the Odisha of the West Bengal on Wednesday. It is starting remaining of the many areas of today. It raining in Bhubaneswar, Chandipur, Odisha and in Bengal today. Alert have also been issued in Bihar and Jharkhand regarding the hurricane of giving at 165 km per hour at wind steady. Hurricane is expected to hit the sea in Iceland on Wednesday. Due to this effect of the wind can blow at the speed of 165 km per hour and the waves of the can be at 2 meter to 4.5 meter. The meteorological department says that it could be very dangerous before it hits the coast. The impact is expected to increase the further on the Wednesday after the crossing the coast. The relief of term have been deployed in the 6th district of Odisha, West Bengal and Odisha of the view of the high risk zone. The Air Force and the Navy Force has also been kept of the helicopter and board of the relief for the work. On 1 million people are being evacuated to safer places in the Bengal. And heavy winds can blow at speed up to an hour 90 to 100 km per hour and north of the state of 24 paragons. Heavy winds are likely to blow at the speed of the per hour 120 per hour. The speed is 120 km per hour can reach per hour. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that the government is evacuating 1 million people. Said that the impact of the gas will be even in the greater than the hurricane. Twitter may now face the new hurdles against the social media platform amid the Center Dota toolkit issued. The government announced that guideline for the social media platform on February 25 this year and also gave them 3 months to implement them. The deadline is ending on Tuesday. 25th May, social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram have not yet said whether they have been implemented a guideline. The government can take action against them. All the social media and appointment 3 officers chief complaints, a nodal officer and a resident gravity officer. It is live in India. The contact number is disclosed on the app WhatsApp on website. The platform also states that the mechanism for filling the complaint in that the office subsidies and complete within 24 hours and inform that the complaint within 15 days the complaint has been dealt, and if not, why not they create a symptom through the atomic tools and the technology to identify the content of the rape, child sexual abuse. Also know the information in the regard have been removed from the platform before. Have a staff to review the monitor and work from these tools. The platform release of monthly report. It contains information on the complaint regarding the month and the action taken against it. Links and the content have been removed from also provided. Japan on Tuesday said it has extended the quarantine period for travelers who have recently been in India for South Asia countries amid growing concern over B.1.617 COVID-19 cases. The Japanese government said that the people who recently traveled to India, Bangladesh, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka have the complete 10 days mandatory quarantine period instead of 6 days. The government will newly impose a 3 days quarantine period to travelers who have been in Kazakhstan and Tanzania with the coronavirus test on the final day. And the new reported the movies move is a stake to take the effect of Friday, as Japanese has already banned the entry of the foreign nationals, including those of the resident state of the who have been the sixth country within the past 2 weeks. Expect that under special circumstances, the measure primarily affect the Japanese citizen. There is a strong feeling of unease among the Japanese people regarding the coronavirus variant, so we have to decide the future tighten border control in the order to protect their health and their life. The country had registered 7,18,864 confirmed cases on, and instead of that 12,312 deaths till yesterday on Friday. As many as a total of 59,340 in 36 patient vaccine doses have been administered in the country according to World Health Organization. The corona epidemic has ravaged the world. So far 7 different types of the coronavirus have been came up, but now the 8th coronavirus also came up. The virus can be dangerous as they have evidence of being transmitted directly from the animal to human. The coronavirus infecting the human and especially children from the dogs. This is the first coronavirus to spread from the dogs to human. 8 patients with the 8th coronavirus found in Malaysia. Scientists have been named the new coronavirus. She found 8 patients in the Malaysia, including 7 children. 1 child developed a pneumonia but later recovered, but he has given the leave of 4 to 6 days. According to a report in Mirror, UK, it has been known at the time of he will do a living for the post. An investigation it has been whether the new coronavirus has become an epidemic. However, all those who have been infected with the virus have recovered from, no one has died. All the doctors say that the virus do not have been cured and problem could escalate if the virus could spread in the large quantities. Scientists warn that if the imperative take precaution for the new coronavirus, as the country can change it from the even mutation occurs in the new virus. It is possible that it could be dangerous, so that the only real cure right now is try to all the measure to prevent the transmission. And it's time for a short break. Meet you after break. Thank you.
ડેડ જલ્દી કરો પ્રેક્ટિસ માટે લેટ થાય છે.
યસ ચેમ્પ, આવું છું. હા, અરે બેટા તું હેલ્મેટ ભૂલી ગયો હતો. પછી પેલા વિકીના બાઉન્સર્સની સામે પ્રોટેક્શન તો જોઈએ ને.
ડેડ હું ભૂલી નથી ગયો. એકચ્યુઅલી મારે હેલ્મેટ પહેરવું જ નથી.
વોટ? ચેમ્પ આમાં ચોઇસ ના હોય, સેફટીનો સવાલ છે.
એક્ઝેક્ટલી ડેડ, હેલ્મેટમાં ચોઇસ ના હોય. તમે હેલ્મેટ પહેરવાનું શરૂ કરો એટલે હું પણ.
હેલ્મેટ એ સુરક્ષા છે, એનો કોઈ વિકલ્પ નથી. વાહન ચલાવતી વખતે હેલ્મેટ પહેરો. આપણી સુરક્ષા આપણા હાથમાં. ટ્રાફિક વિભાગ દ્વારા જનજાગૃતિ માટે પ્રસ્તુત.
Welcome back after break. So let's continue with the news. The Reserve Bank of India had issued a new guideline for the merger of District and Central Cooperative Bank. Its state cooperative bank. The bank had stated that the RBI will consider the state government proposal to merge the DCCB with STCB, the Banking Regulation Act 2020 regarding the STCB and the DDCB had came to the force from 1st April 2021. Many states have urged to RBI to merge the District Central Cooperative Bank with the State Cooperative Bank. Only then the RBI issued this guideline. According to a new guideline of the RBI will consider the merger of the bank only after the proposal after the sent to the state after the extremely study of the legal framework. The merger proposal should have a majority of shareholder. According to RBI guideline, the merger scheme should have a majority of shareholder of the banking concern. Apart from this, NABARD will be examined the recommended to proposal of the state government. The RBI will examine the merger proposal in DCCBI with the STCBI with NABARD. Merger approval process to be completed in 2 phases. According to the new guidelines, the merger process will be completed in 2 phases. The first phase, the proposal to meet the certain condition will be approved in the principle. After the completion of the first phase of the NABARD, the RBI will give the final approval as per guideline. Some DCCB shareholder will not be allocated as many shares if the exchange of the share is required to complete a merger. It will be taken at adequate investment to state the government. Petrol price inched toward the 100 per mark in the Mumbai Tuesday after the fuel rates were higher again. Petrol price were increased by 23 paisa per litre, diesel by 25 paisa per litre. According to the price notification state owned by the Rune retailer, The hike retailed at 13th this month. The petrol pushed diesel and price record at higher level in this country. Petrol price in Delhi rose to 93.44 per litre and diesel to 84.32 per litre. In Mumbai, the petrol price climbed to 99.71 per litre and diesel to 91.57 per litre. Rate had already crossed the 100 mark in the several cities. Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra stayed with the latest increase in the price of Mumbai. Two was increasing toward the level. Fuel price differ from state to state depending on the incident on the local tax such as VAT, the freight exchange. Rajasthan levies the highest value added tax on petrol in the country, followed by the Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Oil companies revise the rate of the petrol and diesel day by day. Average price of a benchmark fuel in the international market in the preceding by 15 days and foreign exchange rate. This is the 13th increase in the price of May 4 when the state-owned file extended ended on 18 day. On the rate revision, they observed that during the assembly election in state like the West Bengal, actor Sanjay Dutt on Tuesday paid the tribute to his father. Actor politician Sunil Dutt on his 16th death anniversary and said he misses him. Sunil Dutt died on a heart attack on May 25, 2005 at his Bandra residence at age of 75. In a social media post, Sanjay Dutt told a 61-year-old when he was said his father was also his mentor and his friends. A father, a parent, an idol, a friend, a mentor. You were everything to me. Love you, Dad. Miss you so much. He captured that most of the Instagram acknowledged with the throwback picture of him and Sunil Dutt. Sanjay Dutt's daughter commented on the post with a heart emoji. His younger sister, politician Priya Dutt, also shared a photograph of the young Sunil Dutt on Instagram. 2 years after the film, the Sunil Dutt, not the co-star, and the couple of the three children, Sanjay Dutt, Namrata Dutt and Priya Dutt. He was the most popular in film in the of 1960s and 1970s. Appeared hits like a Waqt Guzara Hai. Actor Sunil Dutt took a break from the film industry in the 90s to enter the politics, but returned to play a real-life father of Sanjay Dutt. In 2003, hit the very hit film Munna Bhai MBBS. Worth India wrestler Sushil Kumar has been arrested in the Sagar Rana murder case. Along with the two-time Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar, his friend also Ajay has been arrested. Sushil Kumar has also won a bronze medal at the 2008 being an Olympic and a silver medal at the 2012 lockdown Olympic. Has been freshing a journey from wrestler to ascent. He has also previously been accused for imitating a junior wrestler. So let's get information about the controversial cases from Sushil Kumar career journey. Wrestling in a given at different status in a rural area. Wrestling in already very popular in India, and there is a lot of focus of wrestling in rural area of the country. There are such many cases in a player in the today country that who are shining. The name of the country wrestling. Sushil Kumar name is also included in the list, which is entirely dedicated to wrestling. Sushil Kumar was also born on May 26, 1983 in the village of West South Delhi to a Jat family. Wrestling was already priority of his family, and Sushil's brother was also wrestling. Sushil had a dream of becoming a wrestler since childhood. By watching the brother wrestler, Sushil Kumar started learning wrestling at the age of 14 at the model town. The financial situation in Sushil's house was not good enough for the two family sons to train two wrestlers. So his brother Sandeep stopped doing his wrestling training and gave his brother for a chance. India once a women and a men's cricket team will leave for the England on June 2. The board of the Cricket Association (BCCI) has urged the players of both the teams to enter the bio bubble in the Mumbai by May 19. According to including the Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja and Ajinkya Rahane will allow the entry by the board till May 24 on the Monday. These players also entered the bio bubble. However, the BCCI is strict on a protocol and is not allowed to meet or work with the player or who have been quarantined on May 19. Who the players, including a Virat, have been asked to work out in their homes. As a 7-day quarantine board official told a new agency, including Virat and Rahane, thanks a lot of planning has been done by the bio bubble. These players have entered on Monday. This will not face any difficulties. He said a separate arrangement have been made by them and they will be complete the 7 days quarantine. They will not be allowed to join the team. Mumbai players, including the Virat, and now be able to join the team on they leave for the England. The facility required for the team will be delivered in the room. Some players, including Virat and Rahane, will be checked daily on the 3 official said. The bicycle and double and the bars have been arranged in the room by the team. for all the players including Virat, and at the same time they have been daily coronavirus examined. Players who joined on 19th May are relieved. There will be gap of 1 day in the investigation of those players who can't be even a little too much to relieve the rule. No player will be allowed to practice during this time. And it's time for a short break. Meet you after break. Thank you.
આ છે શોર્ટકટ સુરેશ. બાળપણથી જ સુરેશને એક જ શોખ રહ્યો છે, શોર્ટકટ શોધવા. ઉંમરની સાથે સુરેશના શોર્ટકટ પણ મોટા થતા ગયા. આજે સુરેશે નક્કી કર્યું કે રોંગ સાઈડ લઈને એ 3 કિલોમીટરના અંતરને 2.5 કિલોમીટરનું કરી નાખશે. 1/2 કિલોમીટર બચાવવાના ચક્કરમાં સુરેશે આખી જિંદગી ગુમાવી. સુરક્ષાનો કોઈ શોર્ટકટ હોતો નથી. આપણી સુરક્ષા આપણા હાથમાં. ટ્રાફિક વિભાગ દ્વારા જનજાગૃતિ માટે પ્રસ્તુત.
Welcome back after break. So let's continue with the news. Children have also been infected with the deadly wave of the corona cases on Saurashtra and Gujarati, including Rajkot. It is difficult to say whether the third wave will have effect on the partial relief on the second wave, but vaccination is believed to be necessary to protect the children from infection to the third wave. I pray to the government to expedite the vaccination of 12 to 18-year-old, and said that the Jay, a former president of Rajkot IMA vaccination of and bit center. Between the ages of 12 to 18 is underway in the US most, but the people have over the age of 18 are being vaccinated. So if the third wave of the comes, they have the mild symptom, but this can be risk of the children the age of 18 who have been yet to vaccinated. Vaccination of 12 to 18-year-old has started in USA. He further that said that the vaccination of 12 to 18-year-old has started in the USA. That is why he wanted to launch in India soon. The issue also will be discussed at the IMA and the AOP meeting, at the appropriate reason will be explained. The third wave of the occur, the people under the age of 18 is likely to be coronavirus. So teenagers under the age of 18 are mostly likely to be infected. In Gujarat, epidemic of the corona is slowly decreasing, but now a new epidemic has erupted. There has been a steadily increase in the new increase of the mucormycosis patient after the corona heart disease. More than 500 patients are admitted in the civil hospital, Ahmedabad. Since the Ahmedabad, the last 3 to 4 days, the surgery has been started on the patient in the morning as well as at the night. Approximately 30 patients undergo surgery every day. If the patient mucormycosis of the for injection is relative, for the patient sit outside the hospital for hours for each injection. Considering the need of the patient, the government of the India has allotted 4,640 injections to Gujarat. Gujarat has been allotted the highest number of the injection. The government has also allotted the 4,640 injection of Mayan Lab, with the central government has also allotted of rupees 19,420 injection in the 22 set on the central government institute together. Central have also given the most. This is followed by the Maharashtra and the 4,060 injection Andhra Pradesh with 1,840 to Rajasthan with 1,430 and Uttar Pradesh 1,216 injection. The government is giving the injection rupees 220 of the lab to patient to private hospital. This cheap injection increase in the risk of kidney failure also. Corona transmission is having a direct impact on the Surat textile industry. Surat government industry employ millions of people in market processing from house and wearing of industry. The textile market has also opened up, but the shortage of labor has added up. The home market, the textile industry has shortage of more than 3 lakh labor. The textile market have wearing of industry up to 50 to 60% labor. Big economic loss have been textile industry, million of artisan workers in the textile of the Surat every day. The permanent staff of the market shop of folding the cutting box and the packing of carton, supply and transport. Million of working in the class of the earn their living by working. The textile of Surat textile industry have reached all the over country about the whose scope is very large. Corona transition have caused a huge economic loss to the industries in the first and the second phase of the corona. Situation can be understood by the how many workers came after the meal. The weaving and the processing mill in the Surat textile industry also have millions of workers in the same way. At the present, processing in the almost close to the mill owners are not yet in a position to clear the state how many artisans in the short supply according to him. When the processing of mills start from the first week of the June week, how many workers came to the mills? Then the situation will be understood. Demand for the textile from across the country were cut off due to the corona transition, which also led to the closure of the processing houses. Situation is now improving in the second wave of the corona in Bhavnagar city, which 117 patients have been corona infected, free against the 106 COVID positive received in a single day. It is difficult for the entire city. As a result, this year the recovery rate has increased significantly. On May 4, the recovery rate in Bhavnagar district have reduced to 69.73%. So there had been no space in the hospital. On May 4, the 20 days ago, the recovery rate in the district had came down to 69.73%. As of today, of the total number of positive corona patients in the 20,768 patients against the 18,882. Patients have recovered. Against the recovery, the entire district have increased to 90.92%, and in the last 20 days, the recovery rate has increased significantly by 21.19% in Bhavnagar city. 63 cases were reported today, involving the 41 men and 22 women, while 432 patients of the corona were free, including the 238 male and 194 females. A patient died from the corona in the city had today at the Taulaka village, and the 43 positive were cases reported today, and 285 patients were discharged from a 77-year-old woman died of a corona in village of Sihot today. Today, 10 cases were found in the Bhavnagar Taulaka, 18 in Gohaka Taulaka, 7 in Talaka, in 2 of the Mahua Taulaka in Patiana. The daughter of a well-known business family man who owns an electronic showroom with the crore rupees on different in Jamnagar drove a car at a flood at a speed in the Valkeshwanga area of Sunday look at biker and football. However, since then the family had treated the young man and effort had been made to and prevent an incident from reaching the police station. Even 2 days after the incident did not reach the police station. On Sunday, had hit and run incident took place in the area. Manish Bhai Corona, who has been passing by the Arvind bin Pasara house, came bike hit by the car, who has been out of the street for a flood speed and accused of the incident. The accident was so serious that the biker broke on the wall house of the road and fell outside. The incident did not reach the police. Following the incident, the driver car disappeared from the spot along with the car. The injured, meanwhile, they were rushed to a private hospital, with the owner of the 100 room and arrived from the vigilance to take and ensure that the incident did not reach the police. And that's it for today. For more such news and information, keep watching K News. Thank you.